What if everything we thought was fixed in the MCU was actually broken years ago, quietly bleeding into disaster? What if the X-Men were never meant to arrive peacefully, but through war, deception, and guilt? Avengers Doomsday isn't just another crossover event, it's the hidden connective tissue tying decades of Marvel stories together. Avengers Doomsday, scheduled for December 18, 2026, isn't just the 39th MCU film, it's a pressure point. Directed by the Russo brothers, this movie is designed as the final crack before reality shatters completely in Secret Wars. Every faction matters here: Avengers, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and especially the X-Men. The most shocking connective thread is Dr. Doom himself, Robert Downey Jr.'. Returning isn't nostalgia casting, it's psychological warfare. After watching Tony Stark sacrifice himself in Endgame, seeing that same face now ruling through fear instantly destabilizes the Avengers. Doom isn't wearing armor, he's wearing emotional trauma, and that changes everything. One dominant theory suggests Victor Von Doom is a Stark variant from a doomed universe. A version who won every battle but lost his humanity. Instead of learning selflessness, this Stark learned control. That origin perfectly explains Doom's obsession with order, sacrifice, and authoritarian salvation across the multiverse. Another chilling idea is simpler. Doom isn't Stark at all, he just uses Stark's face to manipulate heroes. Peter Parker freezing when he sees Doom would mirror his reaction to Mysterio's illusions in Far From Home. The face of a savior becoming the face of a tyrant is Doom's greatest weapon. Leaks point to Doom's savior complex as his true motivation. He believes incursions are inevitable, and that the multiverse cannot be saved through heroism alone. In his mind, free will caused this collapse. Only a single unified reality, ruled absolutely, can prevent everything from being erased forever. This philosophy directly mirrors the Illuminati's logic in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Reed Richards already argued that destroying one universe could save countless others. Doom simply takes that logic to its brutal conclusion, and unlike the Illuminati, he's willing to follow through without hesitation. The Fantastic Four connection deepens Doom's humanity in unexpected ways. In the mid-credits scene of the Fantastic Four, First Steps, Doom interacting with young Franklin Richards isn't menacing, it's tender. That moment reframes Doom not as a monster, but as a man desperately clinging to something pure before reality ends. Franklin Richards is the key. In Marvel lore, Franklin is a reality warper capable of creating universes. Doom may see him as a surrogate son, or worse, a necessary tool. Battleworld cannot exist without God-level power, and Franklin represents infinite potential trapped inside a child. This obsession with children isn't random. Doom reportedly targets beings who represent the future of reality itself. Franklin Richards, Thor's adopted daughter Love from Thor, Love and Thunder, and potentially a child connected to Steve Rogers all symbolize timelines that can continue without collapsing. Steve Rogers may be the true catalyst behind everything. Avengers Endgame ended with Steve choosing a personal life over cosmic responsibility. By staying in the past with Peggy Carter, Steve may have unintentionally fractured the sacred timeline, creating ripple effects that the TVA never fully corrected. Loki Season 2 revealed timelines need anchors to survive. These anchor beings stabilize their universes simply by existing. Steve Rogers, as the moral constant of Earth 616, may have been one such anchor. His removal from the timeline could have triggered the slow decay Doom now witnesses. Deadpool and Wolverine reportedly expands on this idea further. Doom hunting anchor beings makes terrifying sense. By killing or capturing them, he can collapse timelines faster, harvesting their energy or removing universes he deems unsalvageable. It's genocide framed as maintenance. This directly connects to the X-Men's involvement. Monica Rambeau's ending in the Marvel strands her in Earth 10005, the Fox X-Men timeline. That single mistake bridges two cinematic universes that were never meant to touch. Doom exploits that fracture as the spark for interdimensional war. Doom allegedly manipulates both sides. The Avengers believe the X-Men kidnapped Monica. The X-Men believe the Avengers are invaders destabilizing their world. This misunderstanding echoes Captain America: Civil War, where manipulation, not ideology, turned heroes against each other. The absence of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in this timeline is intentional. Without Logan, the X-Men are emotionally vulnerable. Professor X, Magneto, and Beast returning without their strongest weapon raises the stakes and reinforces the idea that this universe is already dying. Patrick Stewart's Professor X represents hope through coexistence. Ian McKellen's Magneto represents survival through strength. Doom stands as the third option, salvation through domination. That ideological triangle fuels the Avengers vs. X-Men conflict more than any physical battle ever could. Doom doesn't need to defeat the X-Men physically. He only needs them desperate enough to make irreversible choices. Just like Wanda in Multiverse of Madness, grief becomes the gateway to destruction. Doom understands pain better than any villain before him. Cosmic entities elevate Doomsday from a crossover to a myth. Loki, now the god of stories holding the multiverse together, is Doom's ultimate obstacle. Loki represents infinite possibility, while Doom represents singular control. Only one philosophy can survive. Rumors suggest Doom kills a Thor variant in front of Loki. This mirrors Thanos killing Loki in Infinity War, but reversed. This time, Loki survives to witness failure, not heroism. Doom then seizes control of the timelines, usurping Loki's throne at the heart of Yggdrasil. Scarlet Witch's return fits perfectly. Wanda was prophesied to rule the cosmos. Doom resurrecting her using Franklin Richards' powers turns her into both Battery and Queen. Together, they embody God Emperor Doom and his goddess, rewriting reality not through chaos, but command. This dynamic reflects the original Secret Wars comics, where Doom steals the Beyonders' power through Molecule Man. In the MCU, Franklin, Wanda, and Loki collectively replace that cosmic role, grounding godhood in characters audiences already emotionally understand. The TVA's destruction is inevitable. Doom cannot rule reality while bureaucrats prune timelines. Eliminating the TVA symbolizes the death of order pretending to be neutrality. Doom replaces it with honesty, one ruler, one world, one law. The climax reportedly ends with Doom winning. Earth 616 and Earth 10005 collapse into Battleworld, a stitched planet of surviving realities. Heroes don't triumph here, they endure. This loss mirrors Infinity War, positioning Secret Wars as the ultimate act of rebellion. Battleworld allows every Marvel era to coexist. Raimi's Spider-Man, Fox's X-Men, MCU Avengers, all fragments of failed universes forced to survive under Doom's rule. Nostalgia becomes narrative, not fan service. Avengers Doomsday secretly isn't about winning. It's about understanding the cost of heroism, the danger of choice, and the thin line between savior and tyrant. The X-Men aren't newcomers, they're consequences. This film redefines the MCU's moral center. Tony Stark died to save everyone. Doom lives to save reality itself, no matter the cost. That contrast is the heart of Doomsday and the reason Secret Wars will change Marvel forever. If you want more deep Marvel theories, hidden connections, and multiversal breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe to FilmVerse Hollywood, like this video, and comment your thoughts. The end of the multiverse is just beginning here.